And the other great blessing was that my wife said yes when I proposed to her. And she is standing right there in front of you. And from that perspective of a refugee, of an immigrant, a legal immigrant at that, I want to share with you what it truly means to me when I hear the words, "Make America Great Again." When I came to this country, I volunteered and joined the Army because I did not want my new home, the United States of America, to be tainted by what had happened in the land of my father. I wanted to defend the values, the very essence of America. Many of my fellow Vietnamese Americans have given up everything, their livelihood, their homes, so they can come to America. Not for freebies, instead for freedom. You see, to us, America was founded on the idea that sometimes, hopefully not often, just sometimes, it is necessary to dissolve the political bands and for one people to assume the power that God has granted them, to fight, to struggle for the self-evident truth that all men are created equal. That we, the people, are endowed by God, not by government, with certain rights. And among them are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And that government are formed to help secure those rights, not to destroy them, not to take them away. You know what makes America truly great? Is that we Americans, we actually believe in that ideal. That we are willing to carry them out day by day in our daily lives. That are willing to defend them, to live and die by them. Not only here in America, but throughout the globe. And that, my dear friends, is what makes America great. In the past few decades, we have witnessed these sacred ideals become deteriorated slowly, strategically, day by day. Sadly, by the very political class and media class, the very group of people whose responsibility is to preserve the essential ideals of America.
That's right.
Now, I understand that we do have some good apples, but by and large, the majority of the political and media classes are responsible for the deterioration of the American ideals, at least since the Vietnam War era, leading to a secular culture that is anti-God, anti-military, anti-police, anti-the rule of law, anti-life, anti-liberty, and anti the pursuit of happiness. God has been removed from the public square. The sacred life of the unborn child has been reduced to the apathetic fetal whose right to live or die subject to the very choice of his or her own mother. And the right to pursue happiness has been shortened to the right to happiness. You see, there's a big difference between the pursuit of happiness. Pursuit is a verb. That means work. We have the right to pursue happiness. We do not have the right to happiness.
Yes, that's right.
And that is why the liberal left are calling for the right to health care. The right to make at least $15 an hour, irregardless of your skill set or experience.
That's right. Yeah.
The right to illegally live and work in the United States. But my dear friends, the key to happiness is in the pursuit.
Yes.
Through hard work and overcoming adversity,
That's right.
within the rule of law, we find satisfaction of a job well done
Yeah.
and a happiness of a life well lived.
Yes. That's right.
Now, the American people is one very generous people, extremely charitable. I'm not saying that we shouldn't be generous to those in our country who are suffering disadvantages or uncontrollable circumstances. But there is a difference between the decency of work and the indecency and the shame of a handout.
That's right.
The culprit of all these deteriorations come from the liberal left, top-down group thinking. Now, think with me for a minute. The difference between the conservative Republican and the liberal left. The liberal left, under Obama, under John Kerry, and until today, they always think the same, do the same, lockstep, moving toward the left, regardless, even though they're the party that claim to support diversity. But you look at the Republican and the conservative, you have the establishment in Paul Ryan, you have the conservative and the libertarian in Rand Paul, you have the conservative in our very own Ted Cruz, and then you got President Donald Trump. You see, that's the diversity of thoughts. That's what America is about. You see, the Democrats impose top-down group thinking on the American people. And if you go against the grain, CNN and media like that will be there to attack you, to take you down.
CNN sucks.
My fellow friends, resist group thinking because it stifles innovation and destroys the American spirit. The very reason why we support diversity is because we want the diversity of thoughts.
Amen.
And thank God. Make sure that you thank God every day, because He is still with us. Only through miracle, against all odds, President Trump won the election. Remember, every subject matter expert predicted a humiliating defeat for President Trump.
Divine intervention.
But when they made those predictions, they forgot to consult with God.
Go God.
The recent presidential election is the American people's way of dissolving the political bands. The Republican is now in control. But I want to send a message to the leadership of the Republican Party, my own party, to lead and to govern and to serve. To lead boldly, to govern conservatively, and to serve humbly. And never forget to do so in the presence of God. America is still strong against all odds. And once again, we are finding that pride again. And part of this is due to the unyielding conviction and valor of our military men and women. Our police and our first responders. Once again, the American people are proud of you and your sacrifice and your service. And you should never apologize for your service to this great country. Together, we stand with you, side by side, to embrace you as you sacrifice for us. We stand side by side with you, with President Trump, with Vice President Pence, and with all those who are committed to the ideals of this great nation. And together, we will, we can, and we shall make America great again. Thank you. Thank you. Now, I'd like to invite veterans, police, first responders, active, reserve military, current or former. There's not a former Marine out there, is there?
No.
There's never a former Marine. Come on up, ladies and gents.
USA! 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 Alrighty, one big